Hey family, it's Ray, and I am back with another word. I pray that you guys have been blessed, and I pray this word finds you in good spirits. So it is 5 in the morning right now, which is why I'm doing a voiceover. I'm still in the bed, but the Lord woke me up around 3 this morning, and He began speaking to me concerning this word. So the title of this word is the Lord's Release. The tables have turned, and the Lord actually gave me this word yesterday on March 23rd, and then He just finished giving me the revelation this morning. So this word came through an encounter actually that I had yesterday, and I was driving to work and I saw a license plate that said 2017, so 2017 on the license plate. And so I ended up looking up 2017 in Strong's, and it means to shine forth and turning of things upside down. So I wrote that down, and then now this morning when He woke me up, He still had this on my spirit. And I remember yesterday when He led me to Esther chapter 9, it spoke about Purim. I think I said it right, Purim. And so this morning I looked it up. I was led to look up Purim, and come to find out that Purim started yesterday, March 23rd, through today, Sunday, March 24th. The Lord also was speaking to me this very day. Yesterday, when He gave me the word this very day, I wrote that down. And so now coming to that revelation and understanding this morning, it was like, oh, so He was like actually being quite literal this very day, March 23rd through March 24th. So this is a right now word. And so of course I always have spirit behind every word. Take this word back to the Lord. But for those who this word is for, I pray this word will serve as just strength to your bones, as just a seed of joy in your heart for what the Lord is speaking to you, and that you come into agreement with this word. Of course, again, take this word to the Lord and test the spirit behind this word, and ask the Lord to speak to you even as I release this word, as you listen as I'm speaking right now. Lord, I pray that the Lord will just begin to minister to you specifically concerning your individual situation, what it is He's speaking to you about, if this word is for you. So 2017 could also be actual confirmation and very specific for someone or anyone listening to this word, the year 2017. But the Lord also highlighted to me from the time span of 2017 to now 2024 is 7 years. So a 7-year span. This could pertain to things that have happened 7 years ago in 2017, or things that have happened over the course of these past 7 years. So from 2017 to now, that I've been following you, that you have carried with you, a promise that was given to you, a process that you've been going through throughout this time period, a cycle, a chapter, a story is coming to an end, is coming to a close, is coming to a completion. Okay, so we know that 7 also signifies completion, perfection as well. All right, so this could be healing in your body, healing in your heart, like a healing journey, transformation. This could be your walk. This could be a marriage promise, the area, your finances, your physical health. This could be family ties, whatever the case. A cycle has been completed or is coming to a completion. Something you have been contending with, you have overcome. A battle that you've been facing, fighting in, you have been crowned victorious. The enemy's plans, this could be the physical people enemies, or the plans of the enemy. Plans, traps, attacks that have been coming against you, the tables have turned. What was meant for evil, God has turned and used for your good. And not only that, but the very traps set for you, those enemies will succumb to. Their evil deeds will return on their own heads. So this is a 2-part word. So this is a word of release. This is a word of joy, from mourning to joy, from darkness and heaviness to lightheartedness, to laughter, to peace. All right. And then at the same time, those who were once laughing, who started out laughing, now their evil deeds coming back on them and putting them in a place of now mourning. These last 7 years, the Lord also reminded me of Deuteronomy 15, specifically the first verse. At the end of every 7 years, you shall grant a release of debts. And so for some, this is a call for you to release and to forgive the debts of others. And as you do so, you will step into your inheritance. You step into the freedom, the goodness, the blessings of the Lord, the things that He has in store for you. Blessings for the pain, the trouble you've gone through. Again, this could be a healing journey that you've been through, for example, in the final stage of forgiving and releasing that's taking place for you concerning that situation. And as you come out, you're stepping into a new place, a place of freedom, no longer being weighed down and burdened in your heart, and just having a fresh start, being able to love again, being able to love within yourself, but allow yourself to be loved, being able to be in a place of coming out of depression, coming out of suicidal thoughts and tendencies, to really seeing the light and loving life again. That was specific for somebody. So as you're coming out, you're stepping into a new place. You've been in the tunnel, so it's like a light at the end of the tunnel, but these 7 years of this process has been you walking through that tunnel. So it's no longer just you seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. This is you stepping out of the tunnel into that light, and a completion of a journey, a completion of a process, and stepping into your new. And so for others of you, this can even be a literal debt release or forgiveness, or you from someone else. It could be financial, again, a burden, because even financial debts, those are literal burdens. Freedom or release from financial debts you've been carrying or struggling with, and that burden is also being lifted from you for someone, or for a few of you. You are coming out of a place of mourning and darkness and stepping into a place of joy, laughter, and celebrations. The sun is shining on you again. You may have been in a place or a period of grieving, fasting, calling on and crying out to the Lord for help, for relief, and the time has come for your victory and freedom. And so the Lord also led me to look up number 7 in Strong's just now before I came on here. So the number 7 in Strong's Hebrew, to perish, annihilated, and destroyed forever. So these enemies, these burdens, once you're set free, once you've overcome them, at the end of this cycle, the things you've been contending with will be completely and utterly destroyed and will not rise up again. So the complete annihilation of that enemy, tormental battle, again, this could be in health, finances, your mind. This could be your spiritual battle, things in the spirit that have been contending with your blessings, with your promises, your marriage promise of your family, your pregnancy, whatever it may be. It could be literal enemies coming against you, attacking you, plotting against you, but a complete annihilation of that enemy, of that thing, or of that source that has been a vessel or has been the avenue by which the enemy has been using to attack you, to weigh you down, okay, to come against you. And so again, as I mentioned, the Lord had led me to Esther chapter 9, and he really he had me in Esther all this month, really. And so Esther chapter 9, first I want to go to Esther chapter 9 verses 1 through 4, and this is going to be from the Message version. And it says, on the 13th day of the 12th month, the month of Adar, the king's order came into effect. This was the very day that the enemies of the Jews had planned to overpower them, but the tables were now turned. The Jews overpowered those who hated them. The Jews had gathered in the cities throughout King Xerxes' provinces to lay hands on those who were seeking their ruin. Not one man was able to stand up against them. Fear made cowards of them all. What's more, all the government officials, satraps, governors, everyone who worked for the king actually helped the Jews because of Mordecai. They were afraid of him. Mordecai by now was a power in the palace. As Mordecai became more and more powerful, his reputation had grown in all the provinces. So that speaks to, again, the tables turning. All right, and then so I want to skip down to, still in chapter 9, but going down to verse 20, and this speaks about Purim, okay? And so it says, verse 20, and Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters to all the Jews near and far who were in all the provinces of King Xerxes, to establish among them that they should celebrate yearly the 14th and 15th days of the month of Adar, which, like I said, this year 2024 in our calendar was yesterday, Saturday the 23rd, to today, Sunday the 24th, as the days on which the Jews had rest from their enemies, as the month which was turned from sorrow to joy for them, and from mourning to a holiday. So it's again, as the days on which the Jews had rest from their enemies, as a month which was turned from sorrow to joy for them, and from mourning to a holiday, that they should make them days of feasting and joy, of sending presents to one another and gifts to the poor. So the Jews accepted the custom which they had begun, as Mordecai had written them, because Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, the enemy of the Jews, had plotted against the Jews to annihilate them, and had cast Pur, that is, the lot, to consume them and destroy them. But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letter that this wicked plot which Haman had devised against the Jews should return on his own head, and that he and his sons should be hanged on the gallows. So they called these days Purim, after the name Pur. Therefore, because of the words of this letter, what they had seen concerning this matter, and what had happened to them, The Jews established and imposed it upon themselves and their descendants and all who would join them, that without fail they should celebrate these 2 days every year, according to the written instruction, in accordance to the prescribed time, the appointed time. So I pray that this word bless and reach who's for. I pray that this word serve as a seed of joy in your spirit, a seed of strength to your bones. Pray that you will take this word back to the Lord and that he will speak to you further concerning your individual situation and let him minister to you. Test the spirit behind this word. Share this word with anyone who you need to hear this word. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified of any future uploads when I post. And I'll be back soon with another word. Bye.